So we are here today to celebrate Len Johnson and his 20-year anniversary with Maverick. Len began his Maverick journey in 2002 as a driver. He has received his 5-year safety ring. He's also a million-mile driver, as well as 10-year safety watch. And he has also had over 13 years of safe driving with us. I reached out to Len in February 2015, and I remember that day. I remember you were on a load. I remember you telling me, as soon as you started to tell me your Maverick story, before we even hung up the call, I just knew that you were going to be perfect for the role and the exact person that we needed representing our company in CDL schools, and just the perfect representation to tell new drivers, to the industry, what it's about, and to share your story with future Mavericks. So, Len, I just want to congratulate you for 20 years. And I'm going to kick off a few questions to get this started. So, just what brought you to Maverick in the first place?
First of all, thank you for that. I relocated to Tennessee and I needed stability. I needed health insurance. I needed a paycheck every Friday. I had to be able to provide for my children in Michigan and my family in Tennessee. And I did my research, and when I called Maverick, they told me they would get me to Michigan to see my kids when I needed to. And for the next 15 years, I didn't miss one. Every time I needed to go up there, they got me up. So I have 2 sons in Michigan, and I have a wonderful son and daughter-in-law in Tennessee, and 2 grandkids, and my beautiful wife. And I was able to provide for all of them, support 2 families working at Maverick, and be in both places, 700 miles apart. There's no way I can leave here. I found it. We have what they call the Maverick way. All I have to do is do my job the Maverick way, and everything else in my life works.
I think you embrace the Maverick way very, very well too. So I guess that will just go into, what do you love most about your job?
Basically, I get to go around every day, all day, and tell my story, talk about Maverick and what they've done for me. How my children know me because Maverick kept their word. That's what's different about Maverick. I tell them that when I came to Maverick, there's no icing on the cake. It's when you get out to Little Rock, Arkansas to come to Maverick, it's exactly like they told you. It's just like our recruiters tell them on the phone. It's not build you up just to get you and that not be what we promised. It is what it is. It's the Maverick way. And I get to tell that to students. I get to, part of it, mostly what I do is go around to the schools, talk to new CDL students, tell them our pay package, tell them our benefits package, tell them what it's like to drive for Maverick. I've been driving for Maverick I've been here 20 years, been all 48 states. So I've been to almost all our shippers and receivers. So I can basically, when they have questions, I can answer their questions. That part's easy. That part has really become easy because that's what I know. And Maverick gave me the opportunity. You gave me the opportunity when you hired me to go around. On top of all that, I get to tell my story. And I wish I could tell the whole world because without Maverick, I don't know if my kids would know, and I made a choice a long time ago. And Maverick was the link that made it work.
And I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think that goes to show how much we do value our people. That's what Maverick is about as a company. So I think you hit that right. All right. So my next question is then, what are some of your favorite memories about Maverick and maybe some funny stories you'd like to share?
Kind of funny, kind of not funny, but maybe. I remember when I came to Maverick, when I filled out my application, and I had to call home every night through a payphone that I had to find on the road somewhere because we didn't have cell phones yet. This was the end of 2001. Maybe they were around, we just didn't have them yet. I don't know. But every week I would get a calling card with so many minutes on it so I could call home every night. I have to call home and wait, ask my wife if I have any messages. And then one night I was in Piqua, Ohio at a rest area. I remember exactly where I was at, on the southbound side at exit 80, mile marker 86 in Ohio.
What a memory.
And the cord on the phone was just long enough for me to reach the ground so I could lay on my back on the sidewalk and look up at the stars on the phone. And I don't know for how long, 15, 20 minutes. And then I hear a woman say, "Sir, are you okay? You okay, sir?" I look up and it's Ohio State Trooper who saw me laying on the ground, just came over to make sure I was okay. I felt pretty embarrassed, but I assured her I was okay. And I just was kicking back for a minute, calling home. But how things have changed now. It's amazing now with the technology. It used to be in all the truck stops, and they would have phones mounted on the walls, but you could use your calling card. You go find a chair against the wall in the truck stop. And they only worked for calling cards, and there'd be drivers lined up down the wall, sitting in the chair, going home.
That definitely dates our 20 years that we're covering today, for sure.
Age away.
So I'll just go into, since we're talking about calling home, tell us about your family and how you like to spend your time when you're not at work.
Yes. I have a wonderful, beautiful wife, Brenda. We live in Hickson, Tennessee, just outside of Chattanooga, just north of Chattanooga. I have a wonderful son and daughter-in-law and 2 grandchildren in Athens, Tennessee, not too far from where we live. And my 2 awesome boys up north in Michigan. And I try to get up there when I can to see them. But my wife and I like to travel. And when we get a chance, she loves the beach. Panama City Beach is one of our favorite places to go. We've been talking about the Outer Banks lately. Over there somewhere, there's a herd of wild horses, and she's really wanting to see those horses. So to me, that sounds like fun too. What I personally like to do the most is spend time in the woods. I love to spend time in the woods, deer hunting, whether it's bow hunting, my black powder hunting, or rifle hunting. I just love to be in the woods. And once a year at the end of September, I make an 800-mile run up to Michigan and spend a week in the river chasing salmon. That's one of my very favorite things in the world to do. It's incredible.
I have seen some of those pictures of those salmon too, and they are definitely a prize. And I've tasted some as well. So I know you love that, and I know you love to be in the woods, and that's just part of where y'all live too. By that creek, and but I've personally, been able to meet your wonderful wife, Brenda, and I know how much you love your kids and your grandkids and spending time with them as well. So I guess my next question, Len, would there be any words of advice that you would have to someone about finding a work home since you've been here for 2 decades?
Great question. That could go into great length to answer, but I'll try to make it quick. I do that basically every day when I go around to schools. It allows me to tell my story and explain what makes Maverick different. And I tell people, this is the best total package that I've seen in the trucking industry. Try to find that company that provides. I came from nowhere when I came here, and my wife and I were struggling. And Maverick, I was able to provide for 2 families working here and see both of them on a regular basis. We have a nice house, property, vehicles, beautiful kids. We can take grandkids on vacations. It really is if you can find a company that can do all that and it's not Maverick, call.
Len, we are so fortunate to have you, like I said, just out there recruiting for us and telling your story, because I love the way that you talk about it, and you do embrace the Maverick way so much with just striving for excellence in everything that you do, and doing everything the right way. And I just cannot thank you enough for just having such a positive attitude, your work ethic, and everything is just incredible. And we're just so fortunate to have you. So thank you, Len, for your 20 years of service. What a huge milestone, and congratulations.
Thank you and everyone at Maverick who's given me these great opportunities that I have. I thank y'all so much. You are all truly part of my family. So thank you.
And you are ours as well. Thanks, Len. Happy anniversary. Congrats on 20 years.
Thank you.